The following program, Live and Learn, is made possible by Aging Partners. Find out more on their website.
All roads lead to Aging Partners at Victory Park. On May 8th, 2023, Aging Partners officially opened for business at their new Victory Park headquarters, located east of CHI Health St. Elizabeth, just behind the old VA hospital on the Victory Park campus. The long-anticipated move will help Aging Partners deliver increased services to the community. Hello, everyone. I'm Jerry Renault, your co-host for this special edition Live and Learn show, along with my co-host, Kim Hachia. Kim, these are exciting times for our friends at Aging Partners, the City of Lincoln, and the older adult population they serve.
They really are exciting, Jerry. Today we'll provide a look at the Aging Partners' new facility at 600 South 70th Street and talk to some of the key players who provide services to older adults through their work at the agency. The 58-acre Victory Park is part of the Lincoln Veterans Administration Hospital's Historic District, which is on the National Register of Historic Places in Nebraska. Relocation of Aging Partners facilities to the Veterans Administration campus is part of the $100 million redevelopment of the VA hospital grounds.
Campus development includes the move of the VA clinic and the renovation and preservation of several existing historic buildings and the development of affordable housing.
In today's show, we're going to take a look at the new facilities, as well as talk to Aging Partners staff about the services the agency provides to older adults and how this new location will assist in the efficiency of that service delivery. And who better to join us today than Randy Jones, who's director of the agency. Randy, thanks for coming and thanks for being here. What a beautiful facility. You just must be thrilled to be here.
We are really thrilled,
Yeah.
Kim, and the community response has just exploded. It's been really fun to see that reaction.
Well, tell me a little bit about what it took to get here in terms of, I know you had a lot of partnerships that are helpful.
I mean, this predates my direction at Aging Partners. It goes back to 2011, where we had a vision from the Seniors Foundation Board and the developer to build a campus like this that would serve not just the veteran community, but citizens throughout the community. So it's been worked on since then, and just really came into fruition back in 2016, and now here we are today.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, you can tell that there's a lot of vibrancy here. There seems to be a lot more walk-in traffic. You're
Yes.
away from the craziness of downtown construction, and there's tons of parking. So there's a lot of pros to being here.
There really are, and the parking issue, we didn't realize how much that was getting in the way of people avoiding coming downtown. Downtown's really vibrant. It's exciting to see, but a lot of older people prefer not to drive downtown and park. And so we have a large parking lot with lots of handicap parking as well. We had a staff member in a wheelchair that had to, during the wintertime, would have to roll themselves down the street to access a wheelchair accessible sidewalk to get to
Wow.
our building.
Yeah,
Doesn't happen here.
Doesn't happen
Everything
here.
is at the same level.
yeah.
And the building features are very attractive. We've enhanced our services here, so it's exciting.
Well, it's nice too to be co-located with veteran services and other things. And
Yes, we're seeing a lot more people who are intending to come to the Veteran Service Office and yet then also see our services provided too. It's a great partnership.
Right, it really is. And plus it's such a fresh, new feeling. Everything feels kind of built and ready to go, and it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, so what did it take to physically move here?
Well, just as same as if you move your house. So we
Yeah.
had to box everything up, and with over 100 employees and a 3-story building and another building we had to move. It's been a lot of logistics. And moving that in, we originally had planned on moving last winter, but we couldn't, which is actually good. And moving in winter is not a good idea in Nebraska, so
Right.
we timed that for spring. And
Right.
it's worked out well. Our staff have worked very hard for this. They've participated in the vision. We're collectively excited.
Yeah, I know from when I used to work at the university, because our unit was in like 4 different buildings, it made it tricky. But now having everybody together really adds a lot of energy and synergy to the organization. It really makes things a lot easier to coordinate.
Yes, and it does for our staff, but even more so, the people that use our services can access all the services under one roof.
Right.
We're still committed to having those senior centers in the neighborhoods, but this is an opportunity to access our fitness facility, our Lifeline program, handyman program, all of those things, as well as our dining at one spot.
So are you seeing different people than you did when you were downtown now?
We are. I think we've doubled in terms of the number of people seeking services from us. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. What else do you want to tell me about your new facility?
Just welcome people to come here. We're located at 600 South 70th Street. That's in the old VA hospital building, where you have to go behind the building to get to us. But once you round the corner, you see exactly where we are.
Right.
And we would encourage people also to call us if they have a question about our services, and that's at 402-441-7070.
I'm impressed that you have your phone number memorized. Yeah. I think that's great. And I know that you also have a lot of your services are accessible on the website, and we're going to put that on the bottom of the screen so you can see that. So anyway.
We have an excellent publication called Living Well, and that magazine shows all of our services. It's a quarterly magazine that also talks about issues that affect older persons and helps folks walk through this chapter in their life. I would encourage people to call us and ask for a copy of that magazine.
Yeah, thanks. Randy, this has been a great interview. I know you're going to come back later in the show, but thank you so much. Thank you for letting us be here
Kim.
at your beautiful facility.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Aging Partners has relocated to Victory Park, 600 South 70th Street, just east of the old VA hospital. Follow the signs around the south part of the building complex and enter under the Aging Partners sign on the east side of the facility. The new fitness center is equipped with state-of-the-art cardio and fitness equipment. Caseworkers and resource specialists are available to assist you with a variety of aging issues. Enjoy a hot lunchtime meal and engage with others in a variety of activities. Aging Partners, now at Victory Park.
The new Victory Park Senior Center is one of the gems in the new Aging Partners facility. Standing by with Community Activities and Services Supervisor Beth Schuster is our co-host, Julie Masters.
All right, Beth Schuster, wow, what a place. Victory Park. The environment is so beautiful, and the parking and everything. What a great place. Can you tell us a little bit more about the new center?
It's amazing, and I really don't know where to start, because just the parking is so close, and you drive through grassy areas and trees, and of course we have wildlife out there too. We have geese, and we've seen deer, we've seen family of foxes, so this is not downtown anymore.
No, it's not.
So coming through the sliding doors, you know, it's zero entry, so it's a really big game changer for our folks that use electric wheelchairs, and they just come right in. And I think even for our staff, it's really nice, because they're carrying some heavy things sometimes, getting back to their offices. The senior center with its windows, you know, you've been down to our old senior center and there was no windows. It had darker paint on there, and so this is light and bright, and so it's very, it's healthy for our seniors.
It is healthy, isn't it?
And outdoor patio too.
Oh, it's lovely. It's such a welcoming place.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, thank you. When we think about how older adults in this particular area will be served by the center, how powerful that is.
It is. A lot of folks have been waiting for this for a long time. You know, they've been waiting for us to get out of downtown. They can't drive down there. They can't particularly safely walk down there. And the nice thing about it is it just isn't this part of town. We have our transportation, but we also have 2 city buses that run through here. So they really have a good opportunity to get here.
Absolutely. Well, can you tell us a little bit about the coffee lounge, the new coffee lounge, and the dining room, which, by the way, are just both beautiful?
Yeah, this is a great place for people to wait if they're waiting for an appointment. So they come in here and they wait for an appointment. Or, you know, I talk about those windows in the dining room. So if they see the snow flying down, wouldn't it be nice just to kind of get a cup of coffee, come in and sit by the fireplace? And so this is going to be used quite a bit. It's a nice area.
Well, it's a lovely, lovely place. And so I understand now with the new centralized kitchen, you're able to do more based on where it's located.
Well, we were always serving food to our other senior centers in the rural area and in Lincoln. It's a big, shiny kitchen with all the new stuff, you know, and Our team that work in that kitchen, they're young. They're all young, but they're just ecstatic. So it gives them a good opportunity to really become their own in how they serve their food, what they look like, presentation. And so yes, we do serve here, and we also serve in other centers too.
In the other centers.
Yeah.
So I think about, oftentimes people might think about a senior center as solely offering meals, but it sounds like you have some wonderful activities and events lined up. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Oh, we could go on and on. The senior centers, we do provide a meal, but they come in and they have informative speakers, they have comedy acts, they have singing groups, they have a stage, so there's just all kinds of presentations. We also take, the dinner and show that go to Ald Pavilion.
Wow.
We do those during the spring and summertime. History lunches at Gear Library, which is very popular. And then our excursions we take. We just came back from Abilene, Kansas, and they toured the Dwight D. Eisenhower Museum down there. So we have lots going on.
You really have something for everyone.
We do. And for every pocketbook too. So, we try to make sure that there's something affordable for every person. You might have something that's a little more expensive, something that's not as expensive, and so we try to meet everybody's needs on that.
Well, and I think what a compliment to the vision for the center in recognizing some people like to stay in the center, some people like to go on day trips, some people like to do a variety of things, and so you're really working hard to meet the needs of all sorts of aging adults.
And yeah, exactly, the different ages too. So we have our older seniors who have different likes and dislikes, and we have younger seniors. And of course, later on you're going to talk to, health and fitness. That's a big draw here. And so it's not uncommon for them to come in, do some exercise, go watch the big event that day, and then have a meal. So.
I was really, I was touched by how many people were coming in their workout clothes and so excited about the new fitness center, so excited about the center in general.
Oh, I know, and it's very encouraging to people because it's a one-stop place.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, now I understand that you're working with university students from UNL on East Campus and working on some landscaping projects.
Well, we have that patio out there, and there's just a small area that we dug up the kind of the smashed dirt and put new dirt in there, and then we planted cloves so we could add nutrients over the summer. And then this fall we're working with the students in a landscaping class who will have abilities to draw up a plan, and we'll look at the different plans and decide what we like, what we think will work out here, so it gives them a little bit of a experience that way. And then we hope to involve the master gardeners.
Excellent.
Yeah, through either the county or through the university, and so the master gardeners would come in and plant it and then take care of it as we go.
Thank you so much for introducing students at the university to the idea of creating space that is healthy and inviting for people as they age, that it's not just the interior of the building, but it's the exterior that matters as well.
Exactly, and we're very keen on intergenerational programming. So we really feel like it's a plus to bring kids in or students in, or, we're looking at East High over here and thinking, I think we could bring the debate team in. I think we can bring the band in. I mean, let's try.
I hope you can do all those things because it's very exciting. And I also understand that just as this center is available, you have a number of other centers in Lincoln and Lancaster County that you're serving aging adults also.
We do. We have a really robust center over in the Havelock area, Northeast Senior Center. There's Belmont. They have one in that neighborhood. We just started up. We moved from Lake Street to Washington Street Senior Center, and they're just growing by leaps and bounds. They just love it there. And then, of course, our Asian Center that we support, and then our rural ones, which is Firth and Hickman and Bennett. And we're not out in the rural area every single day, but we bring them programming as well, and meals.
Well, Beth, thank you so much for taking time to talk about this beautiful place. So excited for the people in the Lincoln area, and thanks so much for being with us.
Caregiving can be a thankless, tiring responsibility, but also incredibly rewarding. The Personal and Family Services Division of Aging Partners consists of care managers, resource specialists, and benefits counselors, among others. Standing by with PFS Supervisor Jean Holt is our co-host Barb Tyler.
When older adults and their caregivers really need answers to their questions on aging, they're really going to enlist the help of some outstanding people who comprise the PFS Division of Aging Partners. Jean, when clients call Aging Partners at 402-441-7070, who will they talk to initially?
When callers first approach Aging Partners, they will meet with a community resource specialist. Those are people that are well aware of the programs and agencies that serve people that are over 60. We're also very blessed to house the Aging and Disability Resource Center at Aging Partners. That is a program with information for anybody of any age that has a disability, in addition to people that are over 60 years of age.
So when they call, it could be about many issues. Give us some examples of some of the issues they might call about.
We get a lot of calls from people asking about Department of Health and Human Services programs like Medicaid. People have a lot of questions about housing options, affordable housing, assisted living. People frequently call with legal questions, also questions about Medicare and Social Security. Really anything that could affect the life of a person that's over 60, we get calls about.
And there's a network of government resources out there that your agency can help facilitate involvement for their clients. How does that happen?
We work with government agencies on a daily basis. So what that means is that we understand the language of government programs, we understand the regulations, and so we help people apply for programs, provide verifications for different things, we help with renewals of these programs, and we really just help people cut through the red tape of things that can be quite overwhelming to people.
And if someone calls you with a long, in-depth, complex situation involving multiple questions, when a phone inquiry is just not going to work, what will Agency Partners do next?
We will assign a care manager to go out and sit down with people in their homes. We do an assessment, we talk about what's going on, what their goals are. We help people develop a care plan to address what's happening and help people follow through on what they need to do to remain safe in their own home.
So what else would you like to tell our viewers about the critical service that the Personal and Family Services Division of Aging Partners and what they provide?
What we really want to do and what we do very well is help people maintain their independence in their own homes and stay active in the community. We have decades of experience helping people do this. Aging affects all of us, and so we really need people, we encourage people to call when they have questions about themselves or any of their loved ones.
Well, thank you for talking to me today.
Thank you, Barb.
Caregivers are some of society's unsung heroes. Respite care for primary caregivers can provide temporary relief and a much-needed break, relieving stress, restoring energy, and promoting balance in life. If you find yourself needing respite, call Aging Partners to learn about what resources might be available to you. After a quick break, we're going to visit the new fitness center, the Schmeeding Center for Active Living. Stay with us.
Aging Partners has relocated to Victory Park, 600 South 70th Street, just east of the old VA hospital. Follow the signs around the south part of the building complex and enter under the Aging Partners sign on the east side of the facility. The new fitness center is equipped with state-of-the-art cardio and fitness equipment. Caseworkers and resource specialists are available to assist you with a variety of aging issues. Enjoy a hot lunchtime meal and engage with others in a variety of activities. Aging Partners, now at Victory Park.
One of my favorite things about Aging Partners is the Health and Fitness Division. From fitness classes throughout the community to the new Schmeeding Center for Active Living, Aging Partners has something for every older adult when it comes to making sure we exercise and stay in shape. The new Schmeeding Center is a great resource, and here to tell you all about it, we go to our co-host Bill Ainsley, who's standing by in the fitness center with manager Karen O'Hara.
The new fitness center will be called the Schmeeding Center for Active Living. How excited are you to have these great health and fitness resources for older adults to use here at Victory Park?
Oh, we are so excited. We're very grateful to the Schmeeding Foundation for providing the funding for our fitness center and for a lot of our equipment. We're so grateful to be open to the public, and we're excited about all of the new equipment that we've got here.
I know it's a wonderful new building out here today. Tell us about some of the equipment available for use.
Well, we just got some brand new pneumatic Kaiser brand equipment. It's designed specifically for seniors. It's user friendly. You can change the weights with the push of a button. We also brought over all of our cardio, or most of our cardio and strength equipment from our downtown center. So we've got a huge variety of equipment for people to access here at Victory Park.
So clinic space will be a welcome addition to your resources. Tell us about the popularity of these clinics and how the new space will help deliver more services to more people.
Yes, our health promotion and foot clinics are some of our most popular services. Medicare does not cover routine foot care, so we have nurses that will come in and work on people's feet, do health screenings, check medications, do health history. Sometimes they'll do bone density screenings, cholesterol checks. And it's just a hugely popular service, and we have an in-house clinic that has a comfortable waiting room. It's got individual patient rooms for privacy. It's just a wonderful space, and we're really grateful to be able to have it here at Victory Park.
That sounds like a really good deal for the senior citizens around here. So Victory Park will also have classroom spaces, correct?
Yes, we have a dedicated classroom space where we can teach some of our more popular classes, like living well with diabetes, living well with chronic conditions, our stepping on fall prevention course. And so we're also thinking about having some of our fitness classes in the classroom.
That'll be super, especially now you hear so much information about diabetes. I'm sure people will be interested very much in those classes. The health and fitness team will continue to offer fitness classes throughout the Lincoln area. Tell us about some of these.
Okay, so yes, we have fitness classes that are we hold throughout Lincoln and Lancaster County. Some of those include chair yoga, dance for life, tai chi for arthritis and falls prevention, qigong. We have just a ton of classes that we offer out in the community to make sure we reach all segments of the city.
So what about your days and hours of operation here?
Our fitness center is open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday, and we have personal trainers on Tuesdays and Thursdays by appointment only. The personal trainer, there's no charge, but like I said, we do request an appointment. And there's a $10 a month suggested contribution for people over 60. For people under 60, there's a $15 fee per month.
Well, Karen O'Hara, thank you very much for being with us today.
You're very welcome. Happy to be here.
Planning meals with optimum health and nutritional value in mind is very important at any age, especially as we get older. Aging Partners has a nutrition program that addresses this area. Jill Engel with Aging Partners Nutrition is here to talk a bit about the nutrition program, and she's standing by with Barb Tyler.
Jill, the central kitchen here at Victory Park prepares all meals for the 7 senior centers here in Lincoln and Lancaster County. Tell us about the meal menu planning and that takes place and how high you hold the value in that meal planning.
Absolutely. So Aging Partners, we have a cyclic menu that we run twice a year, once in the spring and the summer, and then another in the fall and the winter. Each meal needs to meet the federal and state requirements for the protein, the fruits, vegetables, grains, and dairy. So we aim to incorporate a variety of entrees and side dishes that not only meet these requirements, but also adhere to the preferences of the individuals we serve. We review those menus in depth, and then they are submitted to a registered dietitian for final approval.
So tell us about the nutritional education you provide as well to your clients. I understand you do nutritional presentations as well?
Mm-hmm, we do. We do monthly handouts as well as in-person presentations. Those are available to all of our senior centers in Lancaster as well as our partnered counties. There's a variety of topics that we discuss. Some examples might include changes to our nutrition as we age, reading nutrition facts labels.
So this nutrition information you provide, it goes out to all rural Lancaster County residents in places like Bennett, Hickman, and Firth. And then as far as rural Lancaster County and all the other 7 counties you serve as well, tell us a little bit more about that as you get out into the state.
Yes, yep. So we do monthly presentations out there. At each of the senior centers, they can request us to do the presentations, and so there's demonstrations and taste testings and lots of different things that we do to keep people engaged.
Well, that'd be fun. So thank you so much, Jill, for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
When you have questions about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and insurance, Aging Partners can help you find answers. Molly Stoltz is a benefits counselor at Aging Partners. She's standing by with Julie Masters.
Molly Stoltz, welcome. So nice to meet you. Now, as a benefits specialist for Aging Partners, can you tell our viewers how you can help people learn what they need to know when they turn 65, or even for those people that are working past the age of 65?
Yes, so I'm happy to meet with anyone and go over sort of a personalized review of what their options are. One thing that I've learned working with Medicare is that it's very individualized, so it's person to person, circumstance to circumstance. So the best thing that I can do is sit down and meet with people and go over what their options are and what makes most sense.
Molly, I'm sure they feel very comfortable when they're in your company. So, you know, when you mention about Medicare and Medicare Parts A, B, D, the Advantage plans, they often require some clarification. They're kind of tough to understand. So how can you help in terms of answering questions about supplements, yearly changes, updates, open enrollment, and so on?
Yeah, so what I like to do is look at all of the plans that are available and sort of break it down piece by piece, go over what makes most sense based on medications, doctors, where you live, and you know, what are your travel plans? Do you anticipate being home most of the time? Kind of break it down and find out what's the best option.
And I would think for people that meet with you, you really give them a sense of relief, a sense of, okay, here's someone who understands what I need because she's asking all the right questions.
Yes, yep. It's really hard to find unbiased information, so we're really happy to be an option for people to we're not trying to sell anything, so we give them personalized information without it being biased.
Which is wonderful. You know, I also know that you help with Social Security overviews, you also help with Medicaid and long-term care insurance. Is that correct?
Yep. So Social Security is a tough one. So what I like to do is help create Social Security accounts so we can look at individual situations and kind of break it down from there.
Wonderful. Now, you know, sometimes people, particularly after they've retired, they find that their budgets have changed. So how can you help with budgeting as well as bill paying guidance?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so what I do is I write out just a piece of paper on a budget and we figure out what makes most sense on the fixed income. And then with bill paying, especially if it's medical debt, we have forms we can fill out to help get some relief as far as medical debt with the hospitals go.
And again, I would suspect that the people that work with you really walk away with a sense of relief themselves because you've helped to kind of untangle something that might be kind of complicated.
Yes. Yep.
Absolutely. So I understand that the homestead tax exemption requires quite a few inquiries, gets quite a few inquiries. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so the homestead exemption is designed to help people get relief on their property taxes. So it's for people who are over 65 or considered disabled. And so it goes in percentages of relief. So some people don't have to pay property taxes at all. Some people get 50%, you know, it goes in percentages of 10 increments. And so it's a really nice exemption for people when they are on a fixed income to not have to worry about property tax.
Oh, that's good to know. That's really good to know. So Molly, is there anything that you would like to add about the Aging Partners Benefits Counselor Program? Things that you think, gosh, I really wish people knew about this.
I think the main thing is just if people have questions, you know, am I eligible for a benefit? Am I, you know, what are my choices? Should I stay on employer insurance? Should I go on Medicare? To just call and ask and make an appointment. We're happy to sit down and go over any questions that you possibly have.
So they'd need to make an appointment. Would you be willing to accept someone who might just walk into this beautiful place?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. We take walk-ins and appointments as well.
Very good. Well, Molly, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. We also want to mention that Aging Partners also provides free legal advice and referral services for those who meet financial guidelines. Appointments can be made by calling 402-441-7070. Mitch Sump is someone who's no stranger to Live and Learn viewers. He heads up Aging Partners Transportation Program. He can help equip you with a life-saving personal emergency response system and provide important medical equipment you may need following a surgery. And he helps arrange minor home repairs. Standing by with Mitch is Bill Ainsley.
Mitch, how are you doing today, and how do you like the new digs out here at Victory Park? How's that improved your program?
Oh, I love the new digs out here at Victory Park. I mean, we are able to have people come right up in our large parking lot. They're not having to fight parking like they were downtown. And you know, what can you say? We've got a brand new, beautiful building, completely remodeled, so.
Your Lifeline, or their personal emergency response system, is of great importance to older adults and can be tailored to an individual's needs and specific situation. Tell us a bit about Lifeline.
Well, we have 3 distinct programs because we want to meet people's needs. We also want to try to stay within their budgets. We have some people who no longer have a landline, so one option doesn't work for them. But we have a second option for those folks that actually operates off cell phone towers. So it can go anywhere in their house as long as we can get cell phone reception. And then we have seniors who are still very active. They're on the go. So we have something called the On the Go button, which actually works anywhere in the continental United States. We've got a program that's going to meet everyone's needs and everyone's budget.
Your Lancaster County Public Rural Transit is a great transportation option for anyone wanting to travel from outside the Lincoln city limits into the capital city. Tell us what the program provides.
Well, I'm glad you used its full title because we are public transportation. That's kind of been something we've been fighting for the last 8 years since I came in. It is public transportation, as I mentioned, allowing people, and it's not just seniors, it's any citizen in Lancaster County can use this. They can use it to come in for medical appointments. They can use it to come in for grocery shopping. They can use it to visit friends, for recreation. We have a group of ladies that like to ride in and watch movies on the afternoon. So how can you beat that? Something though that people don't realize is you can use it from within city limits to go out and visit friends. We also have a number of people, citizens of Lancaster County, who use us to come into jobs, who would not be able to have these jobs if it wasn't for our transportation program. So we're very, very proud of Lancaster County Public Rural Transit.
So Durable Medical Equipment provides walkers, crutches, and other equipment older adults or someone recovering from a surgery or injury may require. Give us some of the details about that program.
Absolutely. We have a nice variety, not as large as we did have prior to this move because we couldn't take donations as readily as we would like to have done. But a lot of people have wheelchairs, walkers, shower benches, things like that that you mentioned, just gathering dust in their home. Maybe they used them for a while, maybe a loved one used them for a while and they don't need it anymore. So what do you do with it? Well, we don't want to see them end up in the trash because these are still good. People can still put them to use. When people donate them to our program, we clean them up, we do any minor repairs that may be needed, and then we make sure that they go out to citizens in the city of Lincoln who need these items and maybe they can't afford them. Or maybe they just need them for a very short time. So why buy a wheelchair if you're only going to use it for a couple of months? Then they're more than welcome to bring it back to us and we'll make sure somebody else gets it who needs it.
Very good. Your Handy Home Services can help with a lot of things, ranging from snow removal to minor home repairs. Tell us about that program.
Sure. Handy Home Services has been around for a lot of years. It just recently changed its name last year. But as you mentioned, we do simple home repairs for seniors, the goal being to keep seniors in their homes. To use the program, you need to be 60 years of age or older. The work being done has to be done at a home that they own and occupy. Very important that they have those 3 prerequisites. But after that, you know, the sky is kind of the limit. We don't do anything that requires a permit to be pulled. We are not a licensed shop. I like to let folks know that. But you got a loose board. You have a light switch that maybe is a little hinky. Anything that doesn't need a license or a permit, we can normally work on, providing we've got the handyman in staff at that time. So
this show is airing in June, and that means if hot weather isn't already here, and it is today, the day we're airing the day that we're doing this recording, it will be arriving shortly. You've had some successful fan drives in the past. That's an item that is highly valued during the hot Nebraska summer months.
Absolutely, and you're correct. We've had some fantastic fan drives. The citizens of Lincoln are very, very generous when it comes to our fan drive. It's under the Be a Fan to a Senior. So what we do is we accept 3-speed box fans primarily. Any other fans can be donated, but we really like the box fans for a couple of reasons. One is they're light, they're easy to move, and two, they provide a large volume of air. Maybe we have some seniors whose income doesn't allow them to run their air conditioning, but if they can move that fan around, maybe to their bedroom, maybe to the living room, just keeping them cool. Very, very important that we do that. So we always accept 3-speed box fans. If you don't want to bring fans in, we also are more than happy to accept a check that can be used towards the purchase of fans.
And as we all know, seniors are very cool dudes indeed.
Yes, very cool.
Just so you know, you can also read Mitch's Staying Self-Sufficient column in every issue of Living Well magazine. Mitch, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Bill. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. And now back to Jerry and Kim.
The Lancaster County Veterans Service Office is now also located at Victory Park, creating a synergy between Veteran Services and Aging Partners. We are pleased today to have as our guest Mr. Mark Laycamp, Veteran Service Office Director for Lancaster County Veterans Service, to talk about their relocation to Victory Park. Standing by with him is Jerry.
Mark, thanks for joining us today. I know you have lots of things going on out here at the new facility, so thanks for taking the time to come by and talk to us about this.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
We are standing in front of this wonderful little mural. What can you tell us about this?
I think this is pretty neat here because it shows the symbols of all the armed services that we work with, support veterans for who've served these various services, and it's a nice recognition of the veterans who serve our country and are customers of both the Veterans Service Office as well as Aging Partners.
Yeah, it's really sort of exciting times for you here. It's a new move out to Victory Park. How has that gone so far?
It's gone really well. I mean, obviously you have to deal with new construction issues, but I think we're through those hiccups, and it's a great place for our veterans to come. We've got great parking right on site, no elevators, no stairs, bus routes that come right up to the door here. So I think it's a great opportunity for veterans to come here. Being co-located with Aging Partners certainly gives them some other options for those veterans who are Aging Partners customers. And we're also very close to the Veterans Health Administration community-based outpatient clinic, the VA clinic, for normally we call it, which allows veterans to make one appointment with us, one appointment with them, and just make one run to the area and get all their needs taken care of. So that's been very convenient.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about some of the services that you do offer.
Well, we are here to basically help veterans access those federal, state, and local benefits that they have earned through their service, whether that's filing a claim for disability with the VA, understanding how the VA health system works, and maybe getting some tips and pointers on how to access that better, as well as accessing state services such as educational benefits or homestead exemptions. And then we also administer the county and the state veterans aid for veterans who may be undergoing some sort of type of temporary emergency and need some assistance in some areas.
Now, moving into the new facilities, how has that helped you deliver some of these services?
Like I said before, the access is so much easier. We're right on the ground level, so many of our veterans who have some mobility issues don't have to deal with any elevators or stairs or ramps to get to our facility. We have parking on site. We're formerly located at the city-county complex, and parking was not the easiest to get to. Now it's very straightforward. Vets who take the bus can get dropped off right at the door here with routes 48 or 54. And as I said before, we're also very close to the VA clinic, so a lot of times vets are able to just either come directly here following their appointment or vice versa.
Now, one of the things that you're involved with is the PACT Act. Tell me a little bit about that and how that works.
So the PACT Act was a law passed by Congress and signed into a law in August of last year. And what it does is it expands and more accurately identifies benefits that veterans who served in both Vietnam and the Gulf War era are eligible for. For our Vietnam era veterans, it basically identifies all the Southeast Asian countries where our veterans could have served, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand, as now being presumptive locations for Agent Orange exposure, which makes it much simpler for a veteran to file an Agent Orange related claim. It also added a couple of conditions, including hypertension as an Agent Orange presumptive condition. So our veterans now who have those, either one of hypertension or one of the other presumptive claim or presumptive conditions, can file a claim much easier. They don't have to provide as much proof to the VA like they had to do in the past. For our Gulf War veterans, we identified a series of countries in Southwest Asia associated with our various combat areas in the Gulf from 1991 to the present, where veterans have served, and essentially goes into all the potential environmental toxins, whether it's burn pits, oil well smoke, just all the dust and sandstorms in the area, just a lot of areas that are a lot of issues that veterans have, especially related to their breathing or pulmonary issues, as well as a variety of cancers, are now presumptively linked to that environmental toxin exposure. So if a veteran has one of those conditions and served in the area, they can file a disability claim with the VA and we can help them get that done.
Now let's say somebody feels like they have one of these issues. Is this a situation where they have to go to a doctor first and go through that process before they come to see you, or can you help them take care of some of that stuff?
I mean, I think probably the best thing would be for them to give us a call. We can talk through their individual situations, see what makes sense. These conditions, normally you need to have a diagnosis, but if a veteran has symptoms, we can help them, get where they need to go and understand what needs to be done. But giving us a call, we can talk through their situation, see what makes the most sense, and then set an appointment up for them to file a claim with the VA through us, or potentially, get enrolled in VA healthcare. Because one of the other things the PACT Act did was it expanded the population of veterans who are eligible to be enrolled in VA healthcare based on their service in one of these areas. So we could certainly help them make that sign up as well.
Mark, thank you so much. You do great things, and thanks for taking the time to come out and talk to us today. It's great to have Mark and his agency here at Victory Park providing the great service they do, those who have served our country so honorably and faithfully. We'll be back for a final word with Randy Jones, and to wrap up this special Aging Partners at Victory Park edition of Live and Learn. Stay with us.
Aging Partners has relocated to Victory Park, 600 South 70th Street, just east of the old VA hospital. Follow the signs around the south part of the building complex and enter under the Aging Partners sign on the east side of the facility. The new fitness center is equipped with state-of-the-art cardio and fitness equipment. Caseworkers and resource specialists are available to assist you with a variety of aging issues. Enjoy a hot lunchtime meal and engage with others in a variety of activities. Aging Partners, now at Victory Park.
Joining us one more time is the Director of Aging Partners, Randy Jones. Randy, thanks again for taking some time to talk with us this morning. I think one of the things that's really important that really helped make all of this come together was the support of the community and lots of organizations that contributed their time and contributed some money to make this happen.
Absolutely, Jerry. We had tremendous support for many years. Our Seniors Foundation had the vision, and they worked with the developer going way back to 2011. They've engaged community supporters through foundations, grants, city council, county board, all together have come together to make this vision happen.
Yeah, and it's just an incredible place. Final words.
I would encourage people to come down, take a tour, give us a shot. We have dining, we have fitness facility, we have veteran service office. We've got a lot of programming that some people aren't even aware of. So come on down. We've already seen just a huge, tremendous city response to this, and we encourage folks to come down.
Aging Partners is one of the true hidden gems of this town.
Thank you, Jerry. Yes.
Thanks for taking the time to come and talk with us today and providing your staff for us as well.
You're welcome.
And we'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
Aging Partners has relocated to Victory Park, 600 South 70th Street, just east of the old VA hospital. Follow the signs around the south part of the building complex and enter under the Aging Partners sign on the east side of the facility. The new fitness center is equipped with state-of-the-art cardio and fitness equipment. Caseworkers and resource specialists are available to assist you with a variety of aging issues. Enjoy a hot lunchtime meal and engage with others in a variety of activities. Aging Partners, now at Victory Park.
We hope you've enjoyed today's Live and Learn Aging Partners at Victory Park Special Edition. We thank you for joining us and hope you'll be able to visit the new Aging Partners facility sometime soon.
Again, the new address is 600 South 70th Street on the old VA grounds, just across 70th to the east of CHI Health St. Elizabeth, just behind the old VA hospital. Aging Partners invites you to call them at 402 441-7070 or visit aging.lincoln.ne.gov to learn more about their agency and to help you find answers to the questions you and your family have about aging. Thanks to everyone who helped put this show together today. And remember, it's never too late to live and learn.